Hello everyone, my name is Madman, and apparently I have commitment issues, or at least timing issues, because I can't seem to get these 30 videos out in sequence properly without uploading them 3 at a time because I forget, or I'm doing something, or I forget, or I'm laying down. Anyway, this is day 5 through 7 of the 30-day horror challenge, and this one is favorite horror remake. Unlike the rest of the internet, I'm not exactly all against remakes. I don't think remakes are the bane of the movie world necessarily. I don't think everything that's necessarily good in the cinematic world has to be remade for a modern audience to view. But a remake is exactly that. It's a remake, it's a reimagining, a retelling. And not all of them are bad, but there are certain genres where remakes are a bit worse than others, and horror kind of gets the shit end of the stick as far as remakes go, because horror remakes are generally lackluster, to say the least. Not all of them are awful, like the Friday the 13th remake. Not all of them are that bad. The Texas Chainsaw remake and its prequel thing weren't that bad. I can watch those. The Halloween remake, the first one, wasn't that bad. It was pretty good. It added some decent backstory. The second in that series, however, wasn't all that great. The Nightmare on Elm Street remake, I actually liked. Then the list goes on and on. But if there ever was a remake that did nearly everything perfectly, as far as doing its job as a remake goes, and putting itself in its own category and completely separating itself as an entity from its predecessor, there's only one film that comes to mind. That is John Carpenter's The Thing. The Thing is one of those rare horror films that manages to do a lot of things right. The scares are right. They're done right. The practical effects are some of the best practical effects ever put to screen, still hold up to this day and are still terrifying. You can't say that about very many films, especially whenever practical effects are concerned. Generally, those don't hold up as well, especially 30 plus years later. The suspense is directly on point. From the first time you watch The Thing, there is just this taut suspense the entire time. You don't know exactly who's who, or what is this person exactly. Are they exactly who they say they are, or are they something else? You never really know. There's always that tension, and that is something that a lot of horror films are missing, is that there are scares there, and there are startling things, and there's some imagery there, but where's the atmosphere? The Thing had a complete atmosphere, and the setting. The setting is a big part of that as well. With this just completely isolated Arctic setting, it just adds this sense of foreboding, and honestly, I think the remake of The Thing blows the original out of the water. I really sincerely do, and you'll never hear that many people say that about a remake, ever. But then again, not everybody knows that that film is a remake. But it is certainly a good one, and it is a rare case where a remake shines above its predecessor, and even is in its own class, separated completely from its original. That's how you know when a remake is successful, and that's why The Thing is my favorite horror remake. What's yours? Comment it below in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe and check out my other 30-day horror challenge videos thus far, and don't forget to stay tuned for more. There's 2 more coming. 2 more. Anyway, I'll see you next time.